felt worse in my entire life. And I'm thinking, why in the fuck do you why do you guys do this? What's wrong with you guys? Is this really better to you than just being like even sober? Like, what about just drinking some alcohol? Or like, I don't know, like even fucking snipping some white out? Like, what the fuck? How, like, so stupid. They could have died. I could have been bad. That was a thing people were doing. It was like a fad or a trend or whatever you want to call it. I guess like sniffing cat piss, but I've actually never seen or heard of anyone doing that. The cat piss shit. But I know South Park made fun of it. Shit, I feel like sniffing cat piss would have been like less worse than that. And then the other thing that I like let my friends talk me into, something I let them talk me into, which was maybe it was stupider than that. This was in middle school though, so I was like preteen still, I believe, very very young. And I might have told you guys, might have actually heard this story before, but they used to play this game, my girlfriends, at sleepovers. You know, they'd have sleepovers, and one of like, besides like practicing making out with each other, which I swear to God, there's been like several girls I grew up with as a kid who wanted us to practice kissing each other. Like they wanted to make out with me or kiss me because allegedly they said this is how we can practice for how we're going to kiss guys when we grow up. This is how we're going to practice. Tell me why maybe two or three of those girls grew up and they're lesbians. Yeah, wait. Alyssa, Valerie, and Lindsay. Actually, I feel like it was all of them. All three of the girls who got me to do that. And it's just the fact, like, we were kids. So back then, like, I would have never been able to know that's what was going on. They were kind of, like, using me to, like... They liked me. It was like me having... It would have been like me having a boy sleepover and getting to make out with him. And then one girl, she even... Okay, so I developed way quicker than her. We're the same age, but, like, I went through puberty, like, way before her. I had boobs, butt. She didn't even have pubic hair yet, okay? And she would ask me to see my boobs. She'd be like... She'd act like she was, like, she was curious because she didn't have boobs yet, so she wanted to see what they looked like. She'd be like, Megan... She'd be like, can you please just show me? Like, I'm just so curious. Because I don't have boobs yet, and I just, like, I'm curious. Since you're, you know, my best friend, you know, why not, you know, because, you know, back in these days, you couldn't really just go up and, like, search these things up on Google. I mean, you kind of could, but not really, not like you can today. Yep. Uh-huh. And then it's like, we grew up, oh, and she also liked to dress up as boys. Like, oh my God, like so many things made like that she did, it all makes sense today. She'd be like, Megan, let's dress up like boys. I think it's really fun to dress up like guys. You want to do it? Let's dress up like guys and go walk around and see how people react. She wanted to look at me dressed like a guy. She wanted me to be dressed like a guy, and I remember her looking at me like, you look hot, Megan. And she'd be like, you actually look hot as a guy.